No, it just, there's a nip in the air, and so I've got
You're layering. You're the LL Bean catalog guy again.
Do you know this LL Bean shirt is 20 years old at least? No, longer than that.
No, I gave it to you for Christmas. It was 20 years.
It's unbelievable.
I know. If only we had one of their canoes, we could live in it. Seriously. That thing could survive.
Don't even get me started with the canoe story. Don't even do it. I'm going to take you, though. By the way, hi. Welcome to the Todd and Aaron Daily Stream. I'm going to take you to Sedgwick and Sedgwick County.
Okay.
There's two women live there, and they're doctors, and they're Laura and Jana, and they're OBGYNs.
Love these women.
At the Wichita's College Hill baby making factory. So basically,
Wichita's College Hill Obstetrics and Gynecology.
Fit that on a shirt. No bumper stickers for you. So here's the deal. So with that job, it's 4 a.m. It's like, oh, really?
It's pretty much an all hours, all the freaking time job.
So they were like, oh, okay, and they grab their stuff, and they both are getting ready to go out the door, and they look at their phones, and it's a different address they're supposed to go to. It's not the hospital where they work. They were called someplace else. And so, as doctors do, they made their way to this location, and they said, okay, let's go. And
What's happening?
they
Let's
went
do this.
scrubbed up and everything, and they're all ready, and there's the patient, surely enough. Very pregnant. Evidently, the labor started like normally, and then all of a sudden it was like, what? And there was
And then
this.
you've got fetal distress, and then you have to really worry about how the delivery is going.
So
I'm glad they called in more people.
Yeah,
more
so
experts.
they walked into the place, the room, the operating room. C-section was called for,
Sure.
and they said, "Oh my gosh, she is so hairy.
That's not a nice thing to say about a patient.
She is hairy like a monkey, or an orangutan."
It is a orangutan, not orangutan, even though we all want to say it that
No
way.
G, just tan.
These are regular women,
Medical
patient, OBGYNs,
humans
that were called into the zoo for a delivering orangutan who was in fetal and had the baby in fetal distress.
And usually like vets are
C-section.
called in for like,
Traditionally.
trunk issues, foot issues with elephants and stuff.
Yeah.
But not like this.
No, this is pretty specific. Why would they pick human doctors instead of a vet?
Because they're so similar. They're so similar,
true.
aren't they? Monkeys to and humans.
No, but if
biologically,
you took the general physicality of an orangutan to us,
except hairier.
Except for hairier.
And it took a little while to sew her back up, but everything was perfect and
How's the baby?
Adorable, like enough to make you cry. So I think that's she.
That is
What
so
did she say?
awesome. I love these women, though. They're like, yeah, we're up. Let's go.
She said something really fun. She goes, well, that's off my bucket list.
That's so interesting. I
Right?
hadn't thought of that before, but you're right.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
She's so hairy. Yeah.
All right.
Mom and baby are doing well.
Well, speaking of moving closer to home and parenting, Todd decided to take Zoe on a daddy-daughter date. Now, ordinarily, I view most things that Todd plans with some skepticism and or alarm, but I thought a daddy-daughter date. So Zoe got dressed up in a nice dress and put a little headband on her.
Well, you'll see.
And she waited for daddy to
And you
take
know
her.
what? She had the moment of her young life. Watch. Are you ready? Ready for your what?
I have no idea where we're going.
Father-daughter time. I'm going to take you someplace really special, close to my heart when I was a kid, and I think you're really going to like it, okay? This is quality time. Give me a kiss. All right, let's go.
Put on the tracking collar, and then they let him go. And then sometime, after a few months, he was in danger.
Okay.
And
That's a lot of knowledge about pandas.
yeah, but that panda is in danger in the movie.
All right.
And then
Okay,
there was a
that's
search-
enough. My brain is full now.
But the search party.
No, my brain is full. You're killing me. I can't even tie my shoes down. I have too much information about pandas in my brain.
You know how to tie your shoes.
Maybe. Not sure. Railroad tracks. Ah! That was more than I thought it would be. All right. Both hands on the wheel. Zoe,
What?
we're here.
I can't tell what this place is.
It is the end of the rainbow.
It doesn't look like it to me.
Oh, it is, my friend. It is. Someday, when you grow up, you'll be able to bring your kids here. Hi there.
Hi, what's in there?
Mostly junk.
Trash.
Yeah.
So it's $12, so that you know that.
Okay.
And then you're gonna go to number 2.
Number 2.
Have you been here before?
I have.
Oh, right.
Is this the trough
Yes.
that I'm heading towards?
That's where you're going.
All right. Thank you much.
All right.
All right. A little more expensive than it was when I was a kid. $12.
It smells terrible.
It what?
It smells terrible.
But this is a wonderful place to be. Is it everything you wanted?
Mostly.
And how does it smell?
Like fertilizer and trash.
And you have something in your hand, don't you?
Yes, to throw in the trash.
We're going to throw it in the trash. Go ahead and throw it in the trash. Come here. Wasn't that satisfying?
Mostly.
Okay, let's unload the truck.
Yay.
This is a very exciting part. Look. How cool is that?
He's running over trash.
Just like a dream come true.
Kind of.
High five. Well, they were just following the instructions they were given. We're talking about people riding the new scooters that are in town.
They're not really good though. They're not actually following because emergency room doctors up at the U of U said, look, scooter-related injuries downtown are now 161% higher than 2017. And we're really getting tired of it.
Did they have scooters? I don't think they did.
Yeah, we did.
I don't remember.
But nothing the way the plethora is now. And by the
Right.
way, Ogden and Provo, you're next. Get used to it. Get excited. Maybe stock up at the ER.
Maybe
This is
get
so
a
sad.
helmet.
Well, Ellen Lloyd said, I decided to ride with my dog because he gets a little spooked. And so he was running alongside me and I went over a crack and I then kind of spilled over him and she was up in the emergency room when they were chatting about the scooter-related tragedies.
May I say, if you haven't ridden a scooter, go in the garage and find your kid's scooter and take it down your driveway a couple times and see how it is. And see how the street regains its path on the sidewalk in that transition, which I've seen some pretty hairy attempts at it.
Well, to be honest, I really wish they would let them ride on the sidewalk because frankly, I think it's safer.
No, they're supposed to ride in the street.
I know, but they're not wearing helmets. Have you seen a single person on one of these motorized scooters that has a helmet on? A single person.
No.
And I know it's inconvenient carrying a helmet around, but this is your brain. And the doctor said anytime you have a motorized vehicle, they can go up to 15 miles an hour and someone doesn't know how to use it, it really increases your opportunity for injury. So it's interesting. And there's going to be more.
16%. Now, how late?
No, honey, 161%.
Oh, that's
higher.
a little bit more. Sorry, I banged my brain a couple times. So what are they saying? They're going to try to fix this, or
they're just begging everyone to consider helmets. They're like, if you had a helmet, like 99% of you would be fine. There are some, like for instance, they're seeing them knock people over on the sidewalk.
it's illegal, by the way, to drive a bike on most sidewalks, to ride your bike or to use a scooter. And most of the people I've seen are like, "Woo, I'm pretty cool," and they look cool doing the scooter thing, the two-wheeler.
We have to do something with the scooters.
But they do it so well. But evidently there's
Yeah, all you need to, well, it's exactly like a bike. Once you're wobbly, you're SOL. I mean, we've all seen it. So
All right.
Helmets, I'm
right.
begging you. Helmets would be really, really nice.
It is now time for Tell Me Something Good, brought to you by PC Laptops. If you're looking for a laptop, $7.99. They have laptops and desktops, and here is the catch: lifetime warranty and repair.
That was the most announcerish I've heard you in a really long time.
That's right.
By PC Laptop.
That's right, Aaron. Please tell me more about Tell Me Something Good.
No, this actually is absolutely wonderful. It's a Bangladesh doctor, and he has identified something that has saved literally thousands of babies over the last 4 years. Now, it actually started back in 1996, and Dr. Muhammad Christie was working his first shift as a medical intern. And just that night, he watched 3 children die of pneumonia. And this is brutal. And of course, pneumonia obviously is a heavy-duty lung infection. It is difficult for children to draw a breath, and especially when they become swollen and filled with liquid, it's hard to breathe. So this is why you put these children on ventilators. Well, in a third world hospital,
there are no
ventilators are $15,000. And that's not even including the oxygen or anything else.
To purchase one, you're saying?
Yeah, so these kids, there's not like a plethora of ventilators that can do this. And so the infection was actually listed as the #1 cause of mortality in developing nations.
Oh my gosh.
Which is just heartbreaking. I mean, you think about that, and especially if you're malnourished. Well, Dr. Christie went to Australia, and he worked there for about a decade, and he found something that was even cooler. It was a bubble CPAP, which is continuous positive airway pressure. And how they were doing it is it was a tube that fed a child's exhaled breath into a vat of water, which created bubbles to pressurize it, and then feed the oxygen back into the lungs, which would then open the child's lung capacity and they could breathe better.
I don't hear any electricity involved.
Here's where it gets interesting. Now, these ventilators also cost a huge amount of money, $6,000.
Right.
But one day he noticed a discarded shampoo bottle that happened to be filled with bubbles. It reminded him of the ventilator he'd seen in Australia, and he went, I think I could do this.
You could do it.
So he tested out his makeshift shampoo bottle ventilator on several patients, and they recovered literally almost overnight.
It saved their lives because they could breathe.
So in his portion of the country, his ventilator has cut pneumonia-related infant deaths by 75%.
Yeah, but wait a minute.
Thousands of babies. And this is the thing that's so cool. This is the same mortality rate at affluent hospitals here in the States with conventional ventilators, except for his shampoo bottle rig only costs $1.25.
I have $1.25 in my car right now.
The bottle also uses oxygen more efficiently. His hospital went from spending $30,000 on oxygen every year to $6,000.
Wow.
Now, right now, it's being tested in Ethiopian hospitals and then at several of the other developing nations. But they're saying that this is a revolutionary thing that could literally completely changed the face of infant mortality.
That is a Tell Me Something Good.
And it was a shampoo bottle.
That's a Tell Me Something Good.
I love you, Dr. Muhammad Christie. You're my hero.
All right, coming up, who's getting divorced and who's not? Has Viagra come in and caused some problems? Yes. Is that the story? No. Do I digress? You betcha. It's next.
Okay. Sure, why not?
Wee.
The Todd and Aaron Daily Stream is brought to you by PC Laptops, with desktops and laptops starting as low as $7.99 with a lifetime parts and service warranty. They fix phones too. Go to PCLaptops.com. And by Brio Technologies. They rent, sell, and install audiovisual components, including professional sound, lighting, video, and intercom systems, components, projectors, interactive whiteboards, and classroom audio systems. Just go to BrioAudiovisual.com.
All right, so if you want to know about divorce and what's going on with it.
Isn't it still pretty much like a 50%? I think it was 50%.
Well,
right?
It's interesting. It's been changing. And guess who's responsible for that? Generation X. Who is Generation X again?
They're between the millennials and the baby boomers.
And the millennials as well.
So we're essentially talking people between 18 and 38, 40.
They have dropped the divorce rate by 18%.
Excuse me?
From 2008 to 2016.
That's galactic. That's like almost 1/5 of a reduction. That's incredible.
18%, my friends.
Well,
I've been sticking up for the millennials, and I'm going to continue doing it because I know they're the next generation. They're going to be around when we're changing our own diapers. Yeah.
That's inspiring. Seriously, they've dropped. So you're saying that the divorce rate amongst millennials and Generation X are 18% lower than the divorce rate between, for
Yeah.
instance, baby boomers and
Yeah,
such.
well, it makes actually it makes a
Get
lot of
out.
University of Maryland. They got together on this and they started doing the work on it and found out that people who waited and took care of education, got themselves a job, kind of got a little bit settled, and then got married, outlast everyone else.
Really?
Yeah.
And that is more of the trend now too. You're right. Finish school and kind of get set up, and then you start looking seriously towards settling down.
Right, and finding that
Really?
person. Yeah, I mean, I was just like,
Is there like an average age or something that they got married at, or like?
no,
Just
but
later.
okay, let's is you graduate from high school, what, 17, 18, right? And then you go to college or go to a school, two-year, 4-year tech, college, university, whatever. And so there's another 2 to 4 years. Where does that bring us, Miss Mathematician?
We're about to 20 to 22.
22, get a job, get going on it,
Kind of get
24,
established, 24-ish.
24-ish, 25-ish, getting married.
And they've seen an 18% decline in divorce.
Right.
Wow.
So as opposed to, I heard the number was 60%.
The divorce rate?
Right.
That would be horrifying.
You
if it
can
were that
you
bad.
can pretty much find out by what kind of gifts. So if you have a shot at it, what kind of gifts you get. You know, if you get the fondue pot with somebody else's name on it, you realize they don't think you're going to have a chance in hell.
I'm not willing to invest in this
If
union.
they give you something really nice, though, you're going, we're going places. And so 18%, though, that's really huge.
incredible.
All right, so this is local, isn't it?
This is just god awful. I'm sorry. Ryan Deering, he's from West Jordan, and he had left his camera in his truck, and it's a pretty pricey camera. The camera and the lenses and everything.
Right,
You know better than anyone. Lenses
Yeah.
are more expensive than anything. Well over $2,000. But it wasn't even the camera. What was irreplaceable is that they had just lost his grandmother back in July, just days after her 90th birthday. And what happened is everybody would come in from all over the country, wherever they were living, and they would all be there in West Jordan to celebrate Nana's birthday.
With the cameras were the SD cards, which is the memory cards that you put in your camera, and everything was
Yep.
in there.
Everything.
Oh.
And so everything was on the camera. Well, here's what's so funny. So his camera's gone, and he's like, oh my God, and he's freaking out.
That's
And then
crazy.
he notices on the floor of his truck that there is a cell phone that does not belong to him.
How sweet is this?
The cell phone was unlocked. And so once he went through it a little bit, he was able to pull up a Facebook profile, figure out the guy's name,
There you go, Scooty.
and then he actually sent it. He sent the guy a message going, and his name, by the way, is Michael Minutella. Michael Minutella.
Is that the good guy or the
He's
bad guy?
brunette.
Is he the good guy?
That's the bad guy.
He's the
Michael
bad.
Minutella. And
What are
he'd
you
sent
stealing cameras for?
He'd sent a message to his Facebook page going, hey, Michael, you've got my camera. I've got your cell phone. Would you
Right.
like to trade them back?
Right.
And then the Facebook account was deleted instantly.
But he had screenshots.
Yeah, so police are saying, we're looking for Michael Minutella, and if you know him, we'd sure appreciate if you could give us a call at 801-840-4000.
But they can track him down with a phone too, can't they? I mean, messages, call his friends, find out who he is. I would take pictures of like buckets of water and a video of the phone getting closer to the water.
Yeah, and then you get those back with the camera. I'm not sure that's such a good idea.
That's
Michael,
probably
do the
true.
right thing. Or Michael's friends tell Michael to get the camera back.
Jerk. All right,
That was
so
so weird.
I found this really interesting because it made me think of Erin, my wife.
Yes, tell me.
All right, so Six Flags in Missouri is doing their annual Coffin Challenge.
What is the Coffin Challenge?
Well, everybody enters, right? And you get
Yeah.
6 people, and everybody's willing to do this.
Sure.
And basically, they put you in a slightly used coffin. And they put you, it doesn't even say they put you underground. They just put you in a coffin.
Oh, you and I have both done this as radio stunts before. Are you kidding? I could get a decent night's sleep.
Well, wait,
I
okay.
would totally outweight the other people.
Right, that's what I was going to say. You win $300.
It doesn't seem like a lot for 3 days.
Now, you get to come out.
But
And
I
go,
do get a nap.
you get to come out and go to the bathroom and stuff.
I think that would be important.
And then you get back in the coffin and you would sleep again. I bet you'd miss a couple breaks just sleeping right through it. But seriously,
You know, I can't even argue. So essentially, it's
$300. Oh, and you get a gold season pass. 1.
2 of them.
That's ridiculous.
And then the Fright Fest package, which is pretty cool.
Wow.
If I were in St. Louis, I would so be on this like white on rice.
30
Unfortunately, we aren't.
hours. That's not that tough.
Are you kidding me? I wouldn't wake up.
You would be asleep the entire time.
I would just sit at my arms stretched out. That was refreshing.
All right, so there you go. You guys have a great day.
One quick thing though, first of all, we just wanted to remind you that we have 2 new Facebook pages and you have a chance to win a $100 gift card from either one of them. The first, of course, is Tell Me Something Good, where everything is happy all the time. It's where you go when things just suck and you just want to read everything happy.
Plus, if you want to share a story there, that's a great place to go as well.
We would love it because your stories have been amazing. And we also have a new Halloween themed one called The Beautiful Dark. It is Halloween and fall style and decor. So head on by there, enter to win the gift card. It's very simple. Just like the pages, drop a comment.
All right. There
It's
you
gonna
go.
be good.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for watching the Todd and Aaron Daily Stream. We'll see you tomorrow with some more nonsense that, well, that's what it is. It's basically nonsense.
It's a gift card though, so it's good.
Oh, there's... That's a good part of the show.
Like and share the show if you could today.
All right,
especially
thanks.
after that devastating send out.
All right. Bye.